All right. So, hi, good evening, Win. Welcome to our class, LMS BAP AT2B. AT2B. All right. So, again, I'll be your teacher for this evening, Miss Shah of Alaska English. All right. So, before we proceed to our lesson proper, can I ask, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Okay, all right. Oh, bear with me. I'm a bit tired, okay, because I have a lot of classes today.
Um,
All right, but anyway,
yeah.
all right, you're my last subject. All right, so you're my last class. All right. So anyway, so we are just going to continue what we're discussing last meeting, which is about Unit 7, right? So in here, we were able to have the dialogue, right? And we were able to answer the following comprehension test, right, in here. So in Unit 7, you're a better singer, all right? So with this one as well, all right, so teacher was able to, all right, have an introduction with what we are going to discuss, which is about geography. All right. So
Yeah.
in a broader perspective, all right, as we know that when we talk about the geography, all right, it talks about what's the story of the earth, right? It is a very broad topic, all right, on how do humans changes the environment, right? Why not all places did that, or why did that huge mountain moves from here to there, right? So if we are going to focus on the bigger perspective or the bigger picture of geography, it is a never ending topic, all right? But in this unit, we are just going to focus into the landforms and oceans, okay? So, by the way, as we know, geography, it is originated from what words? When? Geography originated in mm, it is originated in what?
Yeah. Geography.
All right. Yes, it originates from the two,
Greek word.
yes, two Greek words. Greek. Two Greek words, all right. The first is geo, which means
Geos.
the
The.
earth, and then graph means to write. All right.
To write.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. So again, so geography is a scientific field that is devoted to the study of the Earth's landforms, ocean environment, and ecosystem, as well as the interaction between the human society and their environment. Again, geography is a never-ending topic to discuss, but in here, we are just going to focus on landform and ocean. Okay? So in this, a representation of the following. All right. So here are the combination of different landform, ocean or water forms. Okay. So what I have right here as well is this. Let's check your homework first. Okay. So teacher asked you for your homework is to focus on language focus, wherein all you have to do is to continue the dialogue. Very easy. The choices is on the green box. All right. Did you see the TV show about the Atacama Desert in Chile last night? No, why? Was it interesting? It was awesome. The desert is drier than Africa. In fact, it sometimes doesn't rain for. All right, can you continue? Rosie, by Rosie.
We'll see. Right, guys. Please stop talking about research.
Okay,
Band practice is more important.
okay, all right. And it's late. Me,
And it
no
lets.
way. Me, no way. I'm terrible.
Mm, but but my voice isn't as strong as yours.
This one
Oh,
is I sound worse than a cat.
yes.
Listen, la 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 la. All right. Mm. And then what did the Rosie replied? What do you think?
We'll see. Mm, Rosie. Mhm. My voice isn't as strong as yours.
But my voice isn't strong as yours, okay? I can't sing in front of people. Yes, you can, Rosie. Number
Yes.
4.
Hmm. You are better singer than all of us.
Okay, you're a better singer than all of us. Hi, guys. How is it going?
Hmm. Things are getting more complicated.
All right, things are getting more complicated.
Yes.
Rosie doesn't want to be our singer. Why not, Rosie? You have beautiful voice. You see, go for it. Now, how about this? I'm going to highlight some words, and then you're going to tell me what do you observe? What do they have in common? Okay. So give me a minute. All right, let's make it red.
Ryan. Mhm.
All right. So, upon looking on the highlighted words that I put on a red mark, what do you observe with all of them? What do they have in common? Hmm.
What?
What do they have in common?
Oh, internet is so bad.
Oh no. All right. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes.
So, teacher is asking again. So, teacher highlighted the words in red. Now, I want your opinion. What do you think? What do they have in
Okay, go.
common? All right.
Compare works.
Yes, they are all. Sorry, say it again.
They are compare work. Compare.
Comparing. You mean comparing?
Mm.
They are all
Yes. Yeah.
comparative. You mean comparative? Okay. So if
Yes.
that is your observation, you are right. So in this lesson as well, we are not just going to highlight the geography itself, but we are going to focus on the comparative adjectives. All right. So in this certain dialogue, all right, the highlighted words or phrases will be also the guideline or as a clue to sum up what is the meaning of comparative adjectives, all right? So actually, all right, before we dig deeper into this one, let's answer your homework first. Another homework, okay? So here, so what I have in here is I also gave you this homework in wherein you need to answer the following question. Quan, what subject do you study at school?
Mm. In school, I study
Math.
math, music.
Okay.
No. It in secondary school.
Ah, and secondary. Ah, yeah, because you
Yes.
graduated, right? Okay.
Yes.
Math, music,
Um, Art,
art,
English,
of course, English.
geography.
Oh no, so you're good at geography, huh? Geography. Hmm.
Yes. History.
History,
Yes. Science.
science.
No, chemist. No,
Ah,
no, chemist.
you are focusing on a branch of
Yes.
science, chemistry.
Um, chemistry, PE,
Of course, physical education.
PE, and um IT.
Mm,
Hmm, yes,
what else? How about
and Vietnamese.
Vietnamese, of course, the mother tongue or your language. Math, music, art,
Yes.
English, geography, history, chemistry. How about
Um,
physics?
all, all contact is so
Mm,
what
mm.
is very slow.
How about P P6? Physics,
Physics.
biology, yeah, branch of science as well.
Oh no, no.
No, no, you don't have P6 because of your course, right? So
In my school in not
no need to focus on physics. Is that what you mean?
physics.
Mm-hmm. Because
Mm,
when we talk about science, right? For example, the science, we have general science, right? Which is everything
yes.
in there. So we got the general science, we have biology, right? Focus on living things. We have chemistry, all right? And we have physics. Mm. So there are branches.
Physics.
Do you have physics or none?
Oh, oh yes.
Okay. Is it Vatli? Thank you, teacher.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
have,
physics. I forgot.
you forgot. Only physics. All right.
I am excellent student.
In physics?
Physics.
Wow. Ah, yeah,
Yeah.
because you're an engineer, right? You told me that. Are you an engineer or architect? I forgot. Sorry, I have a lot of students. I tend to forget. You're an engineer, right? Correct? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. That's why. That's why you're good at it. Okay. So, when I was studying way back before in college, I am good at chemistry. Chemistry,
Oh,
biology. Yes, chemistry, biology.
you?
Yes. Chemistry,
Oh,
biology,
chemistry.
English, all right,
Oh,
and
um,
Filipino. I'm not so good on
I.
physics. I don't like computation.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like physics,
I
math.
I have I
Mhm.
have exam.
All right.
No, no. I have competition
Competition.
about chemistry.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow. All
chemistry
right. Mm-hmm.
in my university.
Did you win? Did you win
Yeah.
in that competition?
Yes.
All right.
In oh, not week. Yes.
Last week. Oh, how
Yeah.
was it?
I am waiting. Uh, um, this sure.
Ah, okay, you're waiting for the result. Oh my goodness, I'm hoping you win. All right. So that's a good news. So I hope you win on that competition. All right, that's amazing.
Yeah.
All right. So actually, when
Yes.
when
Having.
you're scared. Are you nervous? All right. So is that individual or by team? Do you compete alone or do you have a team or a group?
Oh, alone?
Alone. Wow, you're good.
No, alone.
Wow, that's amazing, huh? Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations. All right. Advanced congratulations.
Mm,
I hope you win. All right. So anyway, do you know before? So if you got Vietnamese, of course,
oh, yes.
I have my own native tongue. All right. My native tongue, of course, I'm from Philippines. Our language is Filipino. We're the same. Our our language and nationality is the same, right? Vietnamese, Coctic, the language Vietnamese, right? The same in Philippines. Coctic,
Yes.
Filipino, language Filipino as well. So when I was studying in college, Actually, I am good at Filipino. All right. I like
Yes.
I like English, but not so much. I don't have a choice because my brother want me to study English because he said that studying Filipino is nothing because you're already in the Philippines. So you should try studying English. So that's why I got English as my major. But way back before, I almost have perfect score in exam in Filipino. It's very easy for me before. Okay. But I majored in English, sadly. But anyway, it's a good thing. I was able to go in your country because of my major. All right. So how about this? So you mentioned a while ago that geography is part of your school subject. All right. So what do you learn in geography before? Mm. What do you learn in
Yeah.
geography?
In geography, I learn country,
The countries, right? Mm-hmm. What
in
else?
me.
Mm.
Oh, my contact is slow, very slow.
Yeah, it's okay. I understand. Yeah, you're a bit you're
Are you listen?
yes, I can hear you, but you're a bit delay.
Yes.
Okay. So
I learn
if I may ask
about
you, we
climate.
the planets, all right? So how about this? I have a question for you. What is the smallest? All right, we have five major oceans, right? What are the five so we have seven continents and we have five oceans. Can you name the five oceans?
Oh,
The
yes,
ma-
1,000.
What are those? We have seven continents, right? These are the major things that they taught us in geography. The seven continents, the five oceans. What are the five oceans when? Do you still remember?
Yes.
Mm.
But I know Vietnamese,
Ah,
not
you
English.
All right, it's okay. So how about this? So of course we have the Arctic, Pacific, Atlantic, Indian, and Southern. All right, Southern Ocean. So and also in here, if you could still remember Arctic, all right, and the five ocean Arctic is considered as the
Oh, I don't think.
smallest. Arctic is the smallest, right? And then Pacific, on the other hand, I think it doesn't matter. I think even in Vietnamese, it's still the same. All right. Pacific is the largest and the deepest. Correct me if I'm wrong. These are the things that I remember. Okay. All right. So Arctic is the smallest ocean, Pacific is the largest and the deepest. All right. So here are my second question, the third question. All right. So how about this one? Do you find geography interesting? Why or why not? Mm.
Um, I can have glow list about the different country in the world.
Sorry, you
Oh,
learn about
I can
the.
have glow list.
You mean the list? Are you asking for the list?
No,
Mm.
I are you listen?
Yes, I'm listening. Continue.
Yes. I can have glow list about different country in the world.
Ah, you mean you are pertaining to geography? Oh, all right. Yeah, that is correct. Okay. How about this one? So upon stating that you can learn not just in different landforms or ocean and you can learn about different countries in the world, what is your perspective about it? Do you find geography interesting?
Interesting.
Why or why not?
Yes.
Oh, why?
Because because mm, I can grow capital
Ah, all
of
right.
country. Yeah,
Do you know my 4-year-old son is good in learning the countries and capital. My 4-year-old
yeah. Oh, capital
my 4-year-old son is good at it.
Philippines. Yeah, capital in Philippines. In
Eh,
Manila.
Yes, all right.
Yeah,
Yes, correct. Vietnam is Hanoi, all right. China,
yeah.
Beijing. My 4-year-old son is good in countries and capital. Do you know? I
Oh,
have I have a son and he's good. My son, 4 years old son.
oh,
He's good.
yeah,
He likes countries and
yeah.
capital. Yeah, he's good at it. All right. So
Oh, yes.
actually, in my case, I don't like geography because I don't. What are the subjects that you don't like? When I was studying, I don't like history. I don't like geography. I'm a boring. I don't like I don't like subject that has a lot of things to remember. Okay. So history, geography, economics. Oh my goodness. These are the topics that I hate. All right. But
Oh,
what what makes it fascinating is that
you have
the,
economic.
yes, in Philippines we have subjects. In my course, we have a
Oh,
subject economics. All right? So history, geography, economics, these are the subjects
we
that
don't
I
have.
you don't have economics. Okay. I think it varies. It depends on the course
Yes.
that you that you try to pursue. Okay. Maybe it's not related in engineering. That's why you don't have economics. But in Philippines, since I majored in education, economics is also a subject in my curriculum. Okay. So these are the subjects that I don't like, but if you're going to understand this, history, geography, economics, they are also the most essential subject that we should know, right? Because it's part of everyday lives, but I don't like this subject. I like communication or language such as Filipino, English, science. So those are the subjects that I'm good at. But this kind of subjects, I'm not interested. How about you? What are the subjects that you don't like? Do you like music?
Yes. Oh,
No? All right. I think that's very common. All my all my friends, especially men or boys, they don't like music. What else?
hmm. No, I do not Vietnamese because I get sick boy.
Oh no. So you don't
Yes.
like. All right. Okay. And then what else? Music, Vietnamese, and
And
how about PE?
PE.
They like
No,
PE.
I don't hate PE.
Ah, you don't like PE. You don't have PE. How about English? I think you're good at English. Mm,
No, my English is so bad.
really? Ah, you mean the comprehension in
Yeah,
exam. Okay.
I usually get 5 6 point.
Ah, and
Yeah,
in those subject, it's okay. But I think what those just are so meaning in terms of the English subject, one part of your weakness is more into pen and paper. So meaning reading and writing, right? Reading and writing are the
yeah.
things you need to focus into because when it comes to speaking, you're good at it already because you can comprehend, you can understand questions. All right. So I think you need to
Oh,
focus in writing, okay, and reading. Okay. So anyway, in here,
yeah.
what I have next is this. All right. So actually this is a listening, sorry. Listening material. So I'll be playing it with you and then later on you need to fill out the answer. Okay? So let me play the audio clip.
Got it. Student Book, Level 1, by Philippa Bowen and Dennis Delaney with Christine.
Fort.
Unit 7, Vocabulary, Geography, page 74, Exercise 1. Example.
The Atacama is a desert.
1,
Mount Everest is a mountain in the Himalayas.
2,
Africa is a bigger continent than Europe.
3,
The Atlantic Ocean is between Europe and Africa in the east and the Americas in the west.
4,
The Amazon is a very long river in South America.
5,
Germany is a country in Europe.
6,
How about going to Lake Michigan tomorrow?
7,
Jamaica is a beautiful island in the Caribbean.
8,
The Mauna Loa volcano is in Hawaii.
9,
Spain's east coast is on the Mediterranean Sea.
Win, are you ready or do you want me to repeat again?
No, I'm ready.
Okay, good. So the Atacama is a desert. Okay, number 1. Read and answer.
Mm, Mount Everest, the mountain.
Okay. In the Himalayas. Number
Mm,
2.
yes. Number two, the continent.
All right. Africa is a bigger continent than Europe. Number 3.
Yes. Three, the Atlantic Ocean.
Yes, the Atlantic Ocean is between Europe and Africa in the east and the Americas in the west. How about number 4?
Number four, the Amazon is very long river in South of America.
All right. Mm. Number 5.
Five, Germany is a country in Europe.
Okay. Is a country in Europe. Correct. Number 6.
How about going to um, Detroit, Michigan?
It's Lake. Lake Michigan. Lake Michigan. How
Black.
about going to
Yes.
Lake Michigan tomorrow? How about number 7? Hmm.
Jamaica is beautiful island.
Okay. Is a beautiful island in the
Mm,
Caribbean. How about number 8?
Mauna Loa, this volcano in Hawaii.
Okay, it is a volcano. The Mauna Loa volcano is in Hawaii. How about number
Yes.
9?
Spain's Earth coast is on the Mediterranean Sea.
Okay, correct. Mediterranean Sea. All right. So it here. How about with this? Okay. Actually, all right. So there is a biggest debate when it comes to the Amazon River in South America and the Nile River. Are you familiar with the Nile River? The Nile River,
Means
all right. Okay, Nile River. So actually, it says in here,
yeah.
right? So the Amazon is a very long river in South America, all right? But when we only in South America, but if we are referring into the longest, all right, all around the world, Nile River, okay? But when we are referring into largest or biggest, the Amazon is the winner. So if you are referring uh into the overall or general perspective, so Nile River is the longest, and then the Amazon River, okay, the Amazon River on the other hand is the largest, all right, or the biggest river. Okay, this is for all around the world. Okay, this one, the Amazon and the Nile. So there is a biggest debate between these two. Until right now, the scientists are still confirming which is the longest, but they say that the Nile River is longer in few miles than the Amazon. But Amazon is larger compared to the Nile River. Okay, so just a trivia. All right. So all right, so here. Oh, so this is the dialogue. So I didn't notice that I attached it in that page. All right, so here are some interesting images. All right, so this is the Mount Everest located in the Mahalangur Himal subrange of the Himalayas. So the China-Nepal border runs across its summit point. Okay, the Mauna Loa volcano on the island of Hawaii in Hawaii, United States. All right. So now we have the Lake Michigan. It says that it is one of the Great Lakes of North America, Atlantic Ocean, oceans between Europe, Africa, and the Americas. Mediterranean Sea. Wow, it looks very beautiful. It is the sea between Europe, Africa, and Asia. Amazon rainforest, rainforest in South America. All right. So now, what I have right here is this. This is a fascinating word. All right. So here, before you answer the following, all right, I have here a challenge for you. I want you to say the word. Okay. The challenge is you need to say the word. So first, you need to listen.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of one of the smaller ice caps of all ice caps in Iceland. This ice cap covers the caldera of a volcano with a summit elevation of around 1651 meters, or about 5,400 feet. How do you go about pronouncing this Icelandic word? Eyjafjallajökull. It's actually way easier than you think. Let's have a look at how it would be spelled if we would spell it phonetically in English. Eyjafjallajökull, right? Eyjafjallajökull. Eyjafjallajökull, right? Pretty straightforward, right? Here are more videos on how to pronounce many long words and funny words to say, difficult words to say from all around the world. Much more fun.
All right. How about you, Quan? Can you give it a
those?
try?
Eyjafjallajökull.
Yeah.
Can you give it a try? How do you pronounce the word?
It's actually way easier than you think.
Let's have
Let's
this
have
one.
a look at how it would be spelled.
All right. This one. It's like, hi. Actually, I practiced for this one. All right. This is a bit hard.
Oh.
Right. So, hiya fiatla yakato. Hiya fiatla yakato. Can you give it a
Yeah.
try? Can you give it a try?
Haza of
Fiatla.
no.
Hiya
Hazata
fiatla. Fiatla.
edi
Fiatla.
edikato.
Yakato. Hiya
Oh my
fiatla
God.
yakato. All right, it's a bit hard, right? Okay.
Yeah.
If we would spell it phonetically in English. Eyjafjallajökull, right? Eyjafjallajökull. Eyjafjallajökull, right? Pretty straightforward, right?
All right. So if you're going to look at it, even the spelling, it's hard. This is why I don't like geography. All right. So this is an Icelandic word. All right. By the way, so I would like to I would like to say that I'm impressed that you know exactly how to pronounce this word correctly. This is island, right? Because commonly some of my Vietnamese friend or student tend to pronounce this as Iceland, okay? That is a different one.
Uh,
This one is island, silent S. Island. Because if you are referring to Iceland, it's spelled
yes.
like this. Iceland. Okay? Island, Iceland. All right. This one, in this case, we don't
Yes.
say the letter S. Okay. Are just a trivia. So now, so I show you that one. So what is the word again? Haya Piatra Yakato. All right. Because that is our that is our activity for this evening. All right. So in here from the book, you need to look at the map of Iceland and complete the description with the words in the box. All right. So in here,
Yes.
mm, so Iceland is an island in the North Atlantic. What do you think is the missing word?
Atlantic Ocean
Ocean. All right. It is volcanic island in 2010.
is is
You can analyze first. I'll give you time.
volcano.
All right. Okay, you're going to make a guess. All right. It's volcano. All right. So
Yes.
Haya Fiatra Yakatol. All right. Erupted and
Yeah.
caused problems for airplanes all over Europe. There are a lot of
Mhm.
mm,
Mountains.
there are a lot of mountains there. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce this one. All right, is it
Yes.
Habana del Shokunur? Is 2,110 meters high. There are a lot of unfamiliar words. All right, the la lagar
Yeah.
the Lagarhot
Mm,
mm,
river
river. Wow, you're good. Is 140 kilometers long, and it runs from the highlands to the
to the mountain.
to the
On yes.
sea.
Uh,
The
sea.
famous
Yes. The
mm,
famous lakes.
all right. The famous lake Viti is a natural pool in a volcano. Swimmers like it because it has warm water. Okay. So again, I do apologize if the image is a bit blurry. All right, because this is just an article that I get from your book. All right. That's why the picture is not so clear. Okay. But anyway, you got it all perfect, so which is a good thing. All right. So what we have right next is we are now going to have an introduction on what I asked you a while ago. All right. So here. So for the remaining minutes that we still have 6 minutes, by the way. So we are going to talk about the comparative adjectives, the thing that you observed a while ago. So before we move into the definition of comparative adjectives, what do we mean by adjectives? What are the adjectives? What is adjective?
Steep.
Can you give me the definition? What is your understanding if we talk about the adjective? What is an adjective? Mm,
Steep and
what is it?
steep he work talk about
Mm.
mm, mhm,
What is your
uh,
understanding when we say adjective?
uh, it answer for how
Okay,
for question how
it is answer for the question how. All right. So actually, when we what is your understanding? Because when you say how, when we talk about how, it could be, it answers with a certain process, right? How? It is a bigger, in a bigger picture, how it is not answerable by how, because when you say how, it could be a process, it could be an aspect. I think you are referring into the aspect part. But anyway, so what is the simplest explanation if we say adjective? Adjective is used to, take a look at the example. Important, boring, interesting, good, bad, far, thin, big, hot,
Yeah.
large, fast, high, small. So what do you observe? We use we use adjective for us to mm, all right. So when we talk about the adjective, we use this to describe and to modify, all right, a noun or pronoun, all right? So when we say adjective, it is used to describe like the color, the quality, the quantity, all right? So you are just simply describing, giving a certain opinion about a certain thing or someone, or it could be a place, right? So anything that describes, all right? So quantity, quality, the color, the size, okay? So the condition, that is an adjective. All right. So now we are going to focus on a kind of adjective which is called comparative adjective. All right. Based on definition, when can you read it for me? Number one, when do we use comparative adjective?
Mm. We use comparative adjective to talk about difference between two things or people.
All right. Comparative. The only thing that you need to remember in here is comparative. Of course, it came from the root word compare. Okay. In comparative, you need to remember you are comparing only two things, right? And then number two, please. We use.
We use then after the adjective and before the second thing or person.
All right. The example, the Mississippi River is longer than. So than is, it plays an important role in comparative adjectives, all right? Because it indicates that you are comparing two things or two person or two people. So in this case, the Mississippi River is longer than the Hudson. New York is bigger than San Francisco. Than, all right. It is placed after the adjective and before the second thing that is being described. Okay. So the same with the topics that we tackled before, it also have the what so-called regular adjectives. All right. So regular adjectives, or in this case, we are going to focus on short adjectives. Okay. So in this case, all you have to do is here. So it has a rule. In some cases, you are adding er plus than, faster than, higher than, smaller than. All right. Or if the words end in e, all you have to do is to add r to the end. Larger than, nicer than. Okay. And all right, another rule, double the consonant and add er. Big, bigger. All right, sad, sadder. And of course, the important phrase or the important word, than. Okay, so there are rules to
Okay.
follow. Number one, please read.
With short adjectives, we add er.
All right, long, longer, deep, deeper, strong, stronger. Number two,
With adjectives that in with we add
with adjectives that
of
end
e.
with e, we add R.
Ah,
Yes, close, closer, late, later, nice, nicer. Number 3, excuse me,
which short adjectives ending in a vowel plus a consonant.
consonant.
Double consonant. Double the final consonant and adds a
Add er. It's like the same thing with some of the
yes,
rules that we have, right? Uh, Vowel
yeah.
consonant, double the consonant. In this case, since it's comparative adjectives, we add er. Thin, thinner, big, bigger, hot, hotter. Okay. So in this one, adjectives ending with a consonant plus y. What is the rule? Number 4.
For which adjectives ending in a consonant and y with rope y and s I is and
All right. Drop y or change y. Change y to I and add
s.
er, right? Heavy, heavier, easy, easier. Now, in this case, we are now going to talk about the long adjectives or the long words, okay? In this case, what do we do? Number 5.
Long adjectives we put adjective plus than
All right, we put more. All right, instead of we add more, right? More populated than, more exciting than, more beautiful than. Okay, so and those are the example. Number 6,
mm, some adjectives to syllable
syllables.
syllable follow
Yes.
the same rules as short adjective.
All right. So we have this the syllable. It's like the the division and how you like this one. So fast, one syllable, and this one clever. Okay, that is 2 syllables, right? Narrow. Okay, that is a syllable. Okay, so
Yes.
cleverer, narrower, quieter, simpler. Okay, cats are cleverer than dogs. And in this one, number 7,
With some to syllable adjective, the short adjective and long adjective pattern are both correct.
and
Adding er or more, you can check the correct comparative from an adjective in a dictionary.
a dictionary. Okay. So it's in some cases it says that there are some words that follow the same rule. It could be you can use commoner than or more common than. Actually, for in this case, more common is used. More common
Oh,
than,
yes.
unlike commoner. Okay, so of course if we have the regular, we also have irregular in comparative adjectives. Remember when we talk irregular, of course it doesn't have a certain pattern, right? It's very irregular. It changes the spelling stays the same, right? Those are the things that we remember when we talk about irregular. In this case, take a look. So some adjectives are irregular, so you need to learn them, okay? In this case, it changes the word, okay? So good, it becomes better. Good, better, best, right? Bad, worse, worst, okay? Bad, worse, far, farther, and further than. Okay, so now, also when we are referring into the comparative adjectives, all right, which is, by the way, we are going to continue next meeting, all right? So we also use as or less than, all right? And also with this. So this is the homework that I'll be giving to you. Or, oh, why it's not, all right, here. So your homework for me is this. You need to, all right, explain what is a comparative adjective. Okay. What is a comparative adjective? All right. So you can talk about regular. You can just simply explain, not everything. You can summarize or make it shorter. Explain what is the difference between regular and irregular adjective. Okay. And the last one. All right. What is the difference between farther versus further? Farther versus further than. Okay. All right.
Yes.
And then for number 4, in this case, number 4 is have an advanced reading. All right. In as, and less than. All right. So this is your homework. What is a comparative adjective? All right. Compare regular versus irregular, farther versus further than, and then have an advanced reading. All right. About this two right here. Roy?
Yes.
All right. So sadly, the more I want to stay, but sadly, time's up already. Anyway, so when thank you for hanging in there. I know for a fact your connection is a bit unstable, but thank you for staying in our class. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you so much. All right. So anyway, so that will be all for this evening. So that will be all. Tambiet and have a good night. Goodbye, Wen. See you on Wednesday.
Bye.
Have a good night, Wen.
Bye.